Hello and welcome to another edition of Droppin Baums with me, your host, Corey Baumeister, as always brought to you by the lovely folks over at Star City Games. And yep, you're seeing this deck correctly. There is not a land pile and it is 0 lands. This deck has been all the rage in Modern, and since Standard isn't at the best place right now, I wanted to do some exploring of, one of my favorite formats, if not my favorite format right now. And Canister, Piotr Glukowski, created another just absurd deck that just is a degenerate combo, similar to Hogak, similar to Neoform, stuff like that. So it's a really interesting deck, a lot of play patterns that we're not used to seeing. All you're trying to do, flip over your deck, mill Narcomoebas, bring those into play, equip Sword onto them, sacrifice artifacts from your Salvage Titans, play that as your second creature, Ventivine's trigger to attack them for 12, all while you're simultaneously creeping chilling them 4 times. Yeah. Pretty normal magic here going on. So it is going to be a wild 3 matches. Fast forward to any of them down below, as well as a deck tech where we talk about the deck a little bit there at the end. But I do give away spoilers to the match. So if you don't want them ruined, as always, watch the game first. So without any further ado, let's drop some bombs. All right, and welcome to round 1 here with Oops, All Spells. It's still such a funny deck name to me. So we're on the play. And no lands. And in the most honest of way, no lands. We have no double face cards here. So I think we got to mulligan this one. Leyline, of course, is pretty good to have in your opener, as well as Pact to protect, but no actual lands. Even if just one of these cards was a black double face card, we just can turn 1. So that's insane. Mulligan. Okay, we got 2 lands, we got a prison, and we have the spy. So that's plenty, and we have a lot of cards you almost always want to be putting back. So mulliganing isn't really that big of a deal. So we're going to lead out our swamp. Independent Prism, try to win on turn 3. This is going to be a fast and furious dropping bombs, I imagine. We are either going to dominate people or we are going to get destroyed. All right, so we'll play this, pass. But it's going to be fun. All right. What do we got? Breeding Pool. Creeping Chill. We got Moto Bugged. The one draw we really didn't want. There's plenty of draws we didn't want, though, to be fair. But it just doesn't matter. We do have it just wrapped up next turn. Depending on what they do here. Oh, it's going to be fun. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that was probably an insane draw. All right, Spy. Our 1-of Pact of Negation. Wow. We're just going for it. We're dead if they have like a force and a counter spell of their own. That's a lot of cards. Pact. I gotta make sure I know what this does. Target player reveals cards from your hand. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna bring back the Narcomoebas. We're gonna Creeping Chill them 3 times. The Narcomoebas, oh, a little bug there. The Narcomoebas are gonna trigger the Swords of the Meek, which is going to trigger, or no, that's going to trigger the sword. So I need to actually, ooh, okay. No, I almost screwed this up. So I have to discard 3 cards. Oh, I guess I had the Pennant Prism, so it really wouldn't have mattered that much. But now the other sword comes back. Creeping Chill. Now we need the second creature to cast Vengevine, so we have to exile 3 artifacts. Now we need to sacrifice 3 artifacts. And now we trigger 4 Vengevines. No big deal. No big deal. And attack. Oops. All spells. Oh, yeah. That's a game of Magic right there. Wow. Okay. So, up against green-blue, they're going to have Force of Negation. They're going to have a bunch of counter spells. Probably don't have any, severe hate cards like Cage or Leyline. Now, it is possible to have Cage. They'll fight against their own Uros, but it's definitely possible. And that is a problem. So I think I want Goblin Charbelchers here. And maybe some Nature's Claim. You don't want to sideboard much here. I think Simian Spirit Guides goes out against counter spells. You gotta leave the Nexus just in case you need to attack a second time. Leyline of Sanctity. I don't think this one's very good. Yeah, we don't need this. They don't Thoughtseize us. So let's get rid of that. I like Pact a decent amount. And I think I want some claims just in case they do have Tormod's Crypt, Cage, something like that. So let's try this. I mean, we do just win with this if they do have Cage. Oh yeah, you need to bring in the mountain with this, I suppose. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, I always thought Charbelcher, dealt more damage by just not having any lands, but I guess you do still want the mountain in here. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Let's just go with 3 of those, because I do still want some of these hate cards. That's still just like the plan B. We still have plan A, just trying to get around their counter spells and mill our deck. This is fine. No ways to stop hate, but that's okay for now. We'll check it out. No Leyline or anything. Okay, so we want to wait till we have 4 mana to do this. Okay, we'll play this. Pass. We are less explosive on the play, or just post board up against these blue decks because we want to take out Simian Spirit Guide to not be as all in. And then just go for a little bit longer of a game. All right, that doesn't seem ideal, so I think we just want to play a land. We do have 4 land already to guarantee it, so maybe we do just want to Thoughtseize them, essentially, take a peek at their hand. Next turn, that seems okay to me. Yeah, let's put this into play tapped. No reason to take the extra damage, and we'll just say go. We'll Palaka Prediction them next turn, just see exactly how much hate they have. We can take like a Force of Negation, or just really get some information if we want to go for it. Pendant Prism is interesting. I think I just want to try to take a peek at their hand this turn. Show me what you got. Okay, Mana Lake, a couple of paths. Paths aren't that big of a deal. And then Hour and Uro. So they are land light. So I definitely don't want them to get to Hour. 1 Uro activation I think seems fine to me. So we're going to actually take the Hour. That was actually a pretty good bit of information we got there. Now we just can be patient. And then when they tap out for Uro, then we can get them with our spell here. Or, of course, if we get just be able to pay for Mana Leak, which we're not that far away from with Pendant Prism. Okay. But if they get 1 more land now, they can cast Uro and have Mana Leak, which is a problem. All right, black, green. Okay. We know those are the 4 cards in hand, so yeah, they're not very inclined to... Let's put this just into play tapped. And now, next turn, we can go for it. If we get a land. Or if they don't leave up 3 mana, then no, because they can Mana Leak it and then path it the next turn. So we do need a land. Okay. Uro. The recent banned card in Standard. Okay. So now if we get a Pact or a land, I think we just win. I think the land is more foolproof. Okay, let's go for it. All right, Undercity Informer. What an absurd deck. Okay. Okay. And we do only have 2 Vengevines here, so this might actually be troublesome. Okay. We can cast Nexus next turn as well, while they're trying to answer this stuff. Yeah, we might actually be in trouble here. With double path, I bet they can path the Narcomoebas on the stack. Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's make this giant. Hit them for a lot. Okay. Titan. All right, we will cast this. Yeah, I think if they play this right, they got us here. Maybe. All right, then let's attack. Okay. So I'm thinking if I want to just play Narcomoeba now, and that brings back the swords. And then next turn I cast Vengevine instead of trying to cast Nexus. That might be better. Because they have a mana lake, so they can just leave that up. So they're going to put a land into play tapped with Misty. Go to 4. Escape Uro. Maybe get a land. So that'll put them to 7. Maybe get a land to path and have mana leak. They can path Titan. Mana leak the Nexus. Block Vengevine. Yeah, okay. So they would live with that line. So if I have Narcomoeba in there, that is a 4-power creature, and then another Vengevine coming at them, I think that's enough. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And now we have the green with the Pented Prism here to be able to cast one of these Vengevines. Oh, it feels good to be back to Magic Online. It's been a while. It's been a while, Droppin Baums fans. Now that Standard is poop soup, we don't want to be playing that anymore. Okay. I think we have 9 and they can go to 7, but that mountain really messes with them as well. Ooh, they destroyed the wrong land. They destroyed the wrong land. Okay. I think they need untapped green or blue into Uro, into untapped white to beat what's on the board, and then we have a Vengevine as well. Well, this is the first time I've ever had to actually use that extra combat when I've comboed off, so... Man, this deck is powerful. This deck is powerful! And that's it! GG! Welcome to Oops, All Land. That is a very interesting deck idea. Of course, like I said earlier, brought to us by Canister originally. Everyone's shocked to hear that he broke Modern yet again. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can do it for 2 more rounds. See you there. Alright, and welcome to round number 2 here with Oops, All Spells. I would like to go first in my combo deck. Our opponent is a Human of Taste. They have 80 cards, so gotta respect that. I think we keep this. This should be a good matchup regardless. We just need one of our 4-drops and then it's on. I'm gonna keep. We're only gonna play one of these because we might want to discard the other one. I mean, this hand has a fail rate if you just don't draw any of the combo pieces, but it seems worth it. Okay. So, let's go with the tap lands first. Yeah, let's play this tapped. We'll say go. So we can't win next turn if we got it. If we do hit one of the mill creatures, but the turn after. Yorion with Giver of Ruins, huh? Alright, so let's play this. Say go. Gonna be a lot of doing nothing here until we actually hit one of our combo pieces. Our 1-card combo. You gotta love that. Alright, so we have Hexproof. Not gonna be that relevant against a Yorion deck, I imagine. It's the spells we want to have Hexproof. They're not gonna be thought seizing us or anything like that. Oh. Okay, I don't think that's so bad. I can cast this on them next turn, but just in case they have a way to destroy a land, I don't think it's worth it. It's a little bit more worth it now because we drew another one. Yeah, okay, I'm in. Let's see if they have any nice 3-drop. Ooh, lots of them. Okay, I mean, yeah, the one spell that is relevant here is the Spell Queller. We do have the Pact for it. So maybe it is better to just leave them with Spell Queller and then they... Yeah, if we leave them with Spell Queller, they might just leave up mana constantly and not pressure us as much, allowing us to have time to find our combo piece and then just Pact to Negation the Spell Queller. That's probably worth it. Like, I think the Maul is more threatening and hits us harder, gives us less time to find it, so I'm going to do that. That could be wrong. Okay, now we're just in the combo piece waiting room. Combo piece waiting room. I could just cast this again, but I, once again, just don't want them to cast their creature, and I think they will just do nothing here. If we just say go, yeah. So we're gonna have less pressure because of it. Okay, so we know they have 2 cards, 1 mystery. Combo piece, dang it. Now do we even want to play this land? Because if we need to discard cards, I guess these aren't the cards we necessarily need to discard. Still just doesn't pay to play the land, so I think we'll just ship. All right, not too many more turns for us to be live on this, so we got to hit soon. And, I mean, we did keep a hand without a combo piece, so maybe it's just on us, but We can Simian Spirit Guide into Simian Spirit Guide here, but that feels real bad. So they're going to attack us to 5, so we have 2 turns here. Okay, so I think we just do nothing again. Yeah, I think we'll just have to draw it. Unless they play Spell Queller here, then maybe we could have like played a couple creatures to survive another turn, but I think it's just going to come to we need to draw it this turn. This is some good honest Magic if I've ever seen it. All right, come on, let's go. Ugh. Well, guess we just say go and hope that they don't do anything. Because we can't do anything to win. Maybe they just play around us having something. And they don't go for the win this next turn, and then we have one more chance. Otherwise, we're dead. They found it. They found the line. All right. Well, that was unfortunate. Okay. So, a blue-white / kind of Jeskai Yorion build. I'm guessing they're going to have Rest in Peace. So we could go with the Belcher plan. Packs also seem decent. Now we're going to be on the play, so we can just try to combo them faster than Rest in Peace actually allows. I kind of like that. So let's take out ley lines for sure. And I really don't want to bring in a lot of stuff, so... yeah, so let's bring in a couple of these. They can Skyclave Apparition this card, though, which is a problem. So I think Pact is almost a better card against them. I'm going to try this, just being really aggressive in comboing when we're on the play. And then on the draw, we'll bring in more hate cards as we see fit. So let's try this. I'm just going to kind of be all in, essentially. Could be wrong, but I'm going to try it. 2 lands. And then we have a ton of the combo cards, so I guess we'll keep it. It's nothing insanely explosive, but... So we need like a Simian Spirit Guy. A Pented Prism would be the best top deck. But then they could Rest in Peace us on 2, and then we're just dead. Guess we can just attack with these creatures. Yikes. All right, so let's do that. They mulligan to 6 as well. Vile. Yeah, they can't be running too much hate while playing a Vile deck, so... Let's put this into play tapped. Now, next turn we can just play the Undercity Informer, but it doesn't really help with when we're actually comboing off here. Shoot. Okay, now we gotta do some medium beats. And we do kind of have an aggressive hand, so this should be interesting. And we just get down Vengevine, start attacking, and then just creeping chill them. All right, we got a plan. It's not a good one, so I guess we sideboarded incorrectly. Yeah, maybe packs just should be Nature's Claims, just no matter what, against a white deck or a black deck, whether you could have Leyline or Rest in Peace. That could be true. Okay. Land. Oh no. Not like this. All right, beat downs. Okay. Another absolute beater here. 3 mana, 2/3. Your go. Okay. Gotta hope they're just completely out of gas. Still got 3 cards though, so I don't feel great. Oh god. I don't think we can ever get through that. Yeah, if they start going aggro, I guess we have a chance. Okay. The beatdowns. Ugh, we got a creature to block too. If it also kills our stuff, we're really in trouble. Okay. Now they can just like attack, move over the mall, attack, move over the mall. That is quite bad for us. Okay. And locked us out with Nature's Claim even if we had him. Brutal. Oh, we can't even chill now? Ugh. That should probably lock it up. Okay. Can't attack another first strikers. Well, this deck looks absolutely insane sometimes, and I guess does have its very vulnerabilities here with Graveyard Hate. We do have Belchers, or we did have a couple of them in, I believe. Yeah, so we do have that as an out as well, but their clock is pretty quick as well. They're incentivizing us to attack. That's probably a bad sign. But do we win by holding back? Not really. So let's go for it. Yeah, that is a nice little trick. Oh, if only we could cast Creeping Chill this turn. All right, Spy. And we're just dead on board. Dang it. Just dead on board. Brutal, brutal. All right, everyone, we are going to try to win our 3rd round here right after this. See if Oops All Spells is a flash in the pan or if it actually has some true power. I'm not sold yet because that didn't feel great, but we're going to try again next round. See you then. All right, and welcome to the 3rd and final round here with Oops All Spells. We are on the play. Let's try to combo off effectively. Well, once again, this hand is insanely powerful if we draw one of the cards. In fact, so much so, we win next turn if we draw one of them. But I think you're supposed to aggressively mulligan with this deck. So let's do so. I feel bad. Okay, I guess this one's better. So let's keep. Let's put Nexus back in case we need that. And start dropping lands. So this is a turn 4 combo if we find the card we need, or if we find the land, excuse me, or if we find Pented Prism next turn. Then it's a turn 3 with Pact, and that's insane. So it's definitely the best draw. Ooh. This is Death Shadow, where they disrupt us quite often. The Shadow of Death. This deck has been picking up popularity. All right. Just drawing up baubles. Definitely Death Shadow, though. They didn't have a hand disruption spell, so I like that. All right, Pended Prism. All right, we'll put this into play tapped. And we'll say go. Okay, so next turn we can just play this if we want. It's not great, though. I think we'd just rather keep everything in hand just in case they Thoughtseize us. The problem is they can Thoughtseize our lands now with this deck, which is quite the liability. Okay. Guess if they have Stubborn Denial, that was bad. Dang it. We don't know if they're that version, but that was still a misplay. I should just take 3 there to play around it. Dang it. Hope I don't get punished. Looks like I may. Not. Could just be an Abrupt Decay, though, which is just as good. Your go. Wow, just nothing. Abrupt Decay is a weird one. Not many lists play a ton of those, or it's only like 1 or 2. Well, they got to do something here. What you got? What you got? What you got? Okay. These Death Shadows are going to be large. After I kill them next turn, of course. All right, they're dead. Spy. What a silly deck. What a silly deck. All right, I'd like to mill my deck. Yep. Oops, all spells. All spells. They're just like, I don't get it. Why am I dead? This is just such a silly deck. Okay, so I love the little weird glitch it does every time. I don't know if that's a normal thing. All right, bring this back. Sword. Chill. 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 All right, Titan. Get rid of some artifacts. Sack artifacts. I guess I could have done that even better, where as the Narcomoeba triggers are on the stack, where one comes into play, swords get re-equipped, sack the swords, bring this to your hand, and then the other swords just come back. I guess I have been just doing that wrong. Not that it matters that much, but it's just correct. Okay, so I like Leyline of Sanctity against them. So let's take out Simian Spirit Guide. Let's take out Pact against them. They're not blue from what I saw. It's just 4 color. So do we need the Nexus at all? I think the Nexus might just be bad in this. Just not having to attack more than once. Yeah, don't think it's needed, but watch us get punished here. Okay, so what kind of hate do we want? I don't think we want this. So they definitely could have Leyline. So let's bring in claims and let's bring in some Belchers. Seems like a decent plan against them. Have a little bit of a sidestep as well as just ley lines for their hand disruption spells. So kind of doing a lot there. But we saw how just punished we got for not bringing claims against Rest in Peace last time. So I don't want to do that again. Okay, this doesn't have any particularly strong hate. Anti-hate, but they didn't have ley line, so that's good. And we have the Talisman. We haven't had a turn 2 artifact very much at all, and that's like the name of the game. Just haven't had perfect hands, but that's what happens when you have this high variance of a deck. But wow, this is pretty wild. This is pretty fun. All right. So we got 2 of the combo cards, so they're going to have to Thoughtseize us twice or start attacking our lands. Okay. Once again, no hand disruption. All right, let's put the Tangled Veil into play. Having to know 2 different sides of cards when I already am bad with cards, card names in the first place, it's just absurd. Goif, goif, goif. All right. Pay 3. Talisman. Ah, that sucks to draw this, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yep, not a great one to draw. That's okay, they're dead next turn. Unless they take our Awakening. If they Thoughtseize us and they take Awakening, then we have to top deck. Just some wholesome magic here. Neoform 2.0. Yep, Renin 6, that resolves. Yep. Okay. All right. I will play the Spy. Flip over my deck. Just normal stuff here. Look at these. Let's do it correctly this time. Oh yeah, we only have 1 Narcomoeba. Okay, that could be a problem. Because we don't have... Chill. Oh yeah, just the chills kill him. What am I thinking? All right, no big deal. That was a ridiculous set of matches, I must say. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much for watching this. Let's go to the deck tech and talk a little bit about this absurd deck. So, see you there. All right, and welcome to the deck tech here with Oops, All Spells. Just such an absurd deck name that is what we are supposed to call it. It cracks me up every time. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about the deck here. For anybody who, didn't just see it in action and wants it actually explained out. What you are trying to do here, your ideal draw is to get a turn 1 Petted Prism with Simian Spirit Guide, one of the double-faced lands on turn 1, and then turn 2, get out either Spy or Undercity Informer, flip over your whole deck, trigger Narcomoebas. Narcomoebas come back, Sword of the Meeks get equipped to them, sack the 3 Sword of the Meeks with the other Narcomoeba trigger on the stack, Salvage Titan. First you have to exile 3 artifacts in your graveyard, then exile 3 artifacts in play to play Salvage Titan. That's your second creature, which triggers the Vengevines. Then Sword of the Meeks trigger onto the other Narcomoeba just in case you need it. Nexus of Fate gets shuffled into your library just in case you need to attack an extra time. And then, ooh, yeah, while you're doing it, you're creeping chilling them to just kill them on the turn you do so. A really wild deck. Reminds me a lot of Neoform. I don't know if it's going to have a huge staying power, but it has been doing well in events, so it's something you have to be prepared for. Now, we did see game 2. I didn't bring in the Nature's Claim, which probably was a mistake, or didn't draw Goblin Charbelcher to be able to sidestep that type of removal. But you saw how we just got destroyed by it. And it makes sense that it's just kind of that glass cannon of a deck, but still insanely powerful. Any deck that can kill, on turn 1, you can kill on turn 1. You need 3 Simian Spirit Guides, but you can absolutely kill on turn 1. We almost had it the other round 1, I believe. But yeah, this is a canister brew, like I said in the beginning. So all credit goes to him. He's a mad scientist and just impressive deck builder. And this is just a canister style brew, which I thought was pretty on brand for him to build this. Otherwise, they're all combo pieces in here. Everything seems like a must-need spell. Leyline of Sanctity is like the one flex slot, it seems, where maybe you could put in Charbelchers, maybe you could put in Pact of Negation, but being able to stop hand disruption as well as just burn. This is just the anti-burn card as well. Rakdos Prowess or something like that, it's pretty good against as well. So really cool main deck here. We'll get to the sideboard here. Intervention Pact, just anything aggressive where you need to stop the damage at the creatures as well. If you kill Narcomoeba in response and you're unable to get the other swords onto it, you lose that way, or at least you can't bring Vengevines back. So just to protect your creatures here. A couple more packed up against any blue deck Uro piles in particular, things that are trying to just answer your 4-drops with mana leaks, charms, stuff like that. 4 Nature's Claims up against Leyline or Rest in Peace when you just need to get through the enchantments. And then Goblin Charbelcher with a mountain here. The mountain, if they have like Field of Ruin, stuff like that, where they're trying to get you, it comes in handy there as well as, you could just hit a mountain off this, double the damage, even though it just straight kills them when you activate it the first time. So this is a way to sidestep the Rest in Peace Leyline stuff if you don't draw the anti-hate card. So really cool deck here by Canister. So shout outs to him once again. Really fun dropping bombs. It feels good to get back onto Magic Online since Standard is not at the most healthy of places. So we're probably going to be playing a little bit more Magic Online for the coming on weeks. So any Eternal format fans will have some treats for you. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week on Droppin Bombs.